everyone, and welcome back to episode 4 of our Rags to Riches challenge. So just in case you didn't watch episode 1 through to 3, I'll quickly go through some of the rules. So we started with a $100,000 loan, no equipment, no land, no anything. We cannot lease equipment, so we can't lease equipment to do contracts or for ourselves. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The rest is just build up from scratch, starting with a $100,000 loan and nothing else to our name. So far through the episodes, we've managed to get ourselves a tractor, a cultivator, a hoe, a water container, and 2 greenhouses that you can see here are producing mushrooms. So I'm quite excited about these mushroom farms. I wasn't happy about the placement, but when we own this next piece of land beside us, we'll definitely fix this. But for now, we're just going to have to put up with it and see how we go. So the plan for this episode will be grinding more contracts, I think. I think that's our only way forward. So going through the finances real quick, just to have a little look at where we're sitting. Finances, where are you? Here we are. Nothing's been done, except for I did spend a lot of money off camera, just smoothing out this area here to make a nice little bit of a driveway for us. I put a tree there and just made some rock and grass over here just to make it look just a little bit nicer visually for myself, because it was actually getting to me. But apart from that, that's all I've done off camera. I haven't done anything else. So our current bank account balance is $2,067, which is not much money. And I think that's enough to cover our repayment. Yeah, our repayment is $333, so not too bad. We can definitely afford to pay for that without doing anything extra. Our construction costs have been huge, and I think that's to do with the terraforming and everything, so that can't be helped. But hopefully the mushroom farms will start pumping out a few products for us to sell. I was actually looking through the time here, and I'm thinking this episode, let's try and get to the end of winter here, because there's not going to be much happening during winter, I don't think. But time will tell as we get through this episode. I don't want it to be too long. Each video's been an hour plus so far, so if you've followed along this far, I really appreciate it. So why don't we have a little look to see what contracts are going on. So there's bale wrapping, cultivating, deadwood, fertilizing. Yeah, there's not much happening. I think everything's slowing down. There's a lot of harvesting, but we don't have the equipment to do it. Mowing, there's one. Ploughing. Yeah, that's quite good money, but that would definitely take us a long time to get through, I think. It's not something I really want to do. Spraying, we don't have a sprayer. Wood transport, we can't do that either. So I think we've got to take the $2,000 cultivating. How long's left? 10 hours and 20 minutes, good. So what we might do is I'll do this cultivating job right here. I'll accept it while we're here. Okay, so that's in our active. What else did I want to go through with everyone? Our mushrooms are producing. I don't know when to sell them, but I think the best time to sell them would be after winter, I think I seen. I think it was definitely after winter. Let's just have a little look down in here. Enoki, February, 1,425. And oyster mushrooms, where are you? 2,931. So we'll definitely look at trying to keep what we produce until February. So then we get like a lump sum payment. But until then, we also need a transport to transport all our pallets. And that's $20,500 there. Is there anything cheaper? 30,000 is the cheapest there in the low loaders. Is there any cheaper options for us? Don't think so. I don't know why I clicked on that. Miscellaneous. Oh, here we go. 9,500. You know, a couple contracts, we could definitely afford that. So yeah, that's where we're at. We're proud owners of 2 greenhouses and some equipment and our personalized number plate. Anyway, I'm going to go knock out this contract, but I'd like to hear everyone's suggestions while I'm hooking up to this. I'd like to hear everyone's suggestions of where they would like to see this farm grow. Like, would you like to see some animals or different productions? Like, this is going to be a community farm, so I'd like everyone's input to see which direction we go. Anyway, I'm going to head to this contract and I'll see you all when it's done. Alrighty, welcome back. As we come to the end of this contract, I just noticed that 2 more contracts for cultivating has just popped up. I fast forwarded time just to see if any more would pop up, and some did, so that's a good thing. So what I'll do is I'll collect this contract now. That's 2,000 and something dollars we got. So this one, $5,024 from Walter. So that's good money. So that's 5,000. That's like 9,000. So that's good money. We're definitely going to take them. I've slowed time back down so we don't expire these contracts before we get there and do them. Sadly, we're going to be working through the night again. But one thing that I did notice that's worth celebrating. Oh, what's happened here? I just cultivated all this. And now it's turned back into weeds. Super strange. Anyway, something that's worth celebrating is our tractor has turned 11.2 hours old. So it's over 10 hours old. She's been working hard. I haven't serviced it or repaired it yet. So that's something we're going to have to look at doing. But I'm going to go knock out these 2 other contracts and I'll definitely see us all on the other side. So with the power of editing, that's probably 50 minutes of gameplay edited down to about 3 minutes. So we managed to do them 2 contracts. We'll have a quick little look. Mr. Walter, $5,024. Thank you very much. And Mr. Walter again, cultivating $3,332 for 21. That was, you know, worth every dollar. That field is a pain to do because of the hill. So like going down the hill, I was doing 15 kilometers an hour. Coming back up, cultivating, I was doing about 9 or 10. So it's definitely slow on the way back up. So we deserve every dollar of that. I'll just take a quick sneaky look to see if there's any contracts that like stand out to me, but 1,000 for hoeing. If there was like all of them fields, it'd be worth it, but definitely not. So what I'm thinking is we park up in the service station, Mr. Gasket here, get ourselves a bad service station meal and park up for the night and fast forward. So what I might do is fast forward through the night and see us all in the morning, but that gives us a grand total of $12,435. So far we've made about $10,000 in contracts since the start of this episode. So we're not doing too bad. So let's fast forward through the night and let's pump out some more contracts, get some cash flowing and get this series on the road, because we're 4 episodes deep now. We need to keep expanding. We need to keep moving forward. So see us tomorrow morning. Good morning everyone and welcome to another day. We're now in November and let's have a quick look to see if any good contracts come up. Oh, there's more cultivating. Cool. We can do them. Fertilizing, I really hate doing because you got to spend money to make money, as I keep saying. Plowing, stone picking. Okay, so really it's only the cultivating that we can do this morning, but just quickly. Throughout the night I just stood out here, so like hopefully you can see it in the fast forward. It looks pretty cool. It honestly looks like a nuclear bomb went off behind my character there. So, but it's a November morning. The lighting in this game is absolutely beautiful. Like that's where Giants really got it right. Just the dynamic lighting, the atmosphere, all the particles hanging around. Like what are they? Are they little particles? I don't know whether you can see it, but like there's these little white things coming down from the sky pretty much. I don't think it's snow yet. Are we in winter yet? No, we're not in winter, so it must be like pollen or something, representing pollen. So what we'll do is have a quick look at these contracts and accept them. So field 50 here is $6,080. We'll take that. We need the money. Keep the series going. 4,206. We'll take that. And 62 here from Walter. I'm definitely going to buy Walter out. He needs to retire and we need to make him retire. Okay, so what do we got? 50, 59 and 62. Let's have a quick look where we should go first. I'm still getting used to this map. I'm so bad at navigating. Okay, so we go to town. And yeah, okay. We'll just do whichever first. Either 59 or 62. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through, do these 3 contracts, and like we do every episode so far, is at the end of the contracts we'll go through and collect them all together. So we know that I'm playing by the rules, no mods, no extra cash, no extra loans. Everything is by the book. So I'll see you all on the other side of doing these contracts. See you in a minute. welcome back. Thank you for staying this far during the video. So I hired a AI worker for a little bit there. I definitely needed a coffee and just a bit of a refresher. So I hired an AI worker to do a little bit of this field for me, well, half of the field for me. But we'll collect these contracts now. Here we go, Katie, $6,080. This is the one I hired the AI worker on, so I think that was about a $250 cost. I don't know, we'll check that at the end of the day. So we'll collect that. Ben, cultivating, 59, collect that. And Mr. Walter, $2,758 at 62. We'll collect that. Alrighty, so that's 3 more contracts out of the way. That brings us up to $24,800 in our bank account, which is still not a lot of money. This is where we start thinking, what are we going to do? And I'm sort of thinking it's going to be more contracts. But what contracts are we going to do? Because there's not many that we can do. There's actually none we can do. Except for the fertilizing, which I definitely don't want to do. There's a deadwood. Not probably worth going up there for 1,650, or is it? I don't know. But there is one thing that we can do in between, is check to see what's on special. Yeah, so there's nothing on special. Let me have a little think about this and I'll get right back to you. Okay, I've had a little think about it, and what we might do is we might fast forward through the day and we'll go to, say, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we'll see if anything pops up into the used section here, used vehicle sales, and we'll check for contracts as well then, because at the moment there's not too much appealing to me here. And this is where during the winter time we might actually have to fast forward through. But just let me fast forward through the time and we'll get to about 3 o'clock in the afternoon and we'll see if any other contracts pop up. Catch you all then. Okay, welcome back. It's now 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Any more contracts? Cultivating? There's one and it's close. So we'll definitely take that. Accept contract, yes. What else is there available? Fertilizing still. Harvesting, mowing, ploughing. Okay, one contract. That's kind of sad. I've seen the workers' payment just come out. That was $270, so that was expensive, but I definitely needed my coffee, so it was worth it. And nothing popped up in the used vehicle sale. We're actually very unlucky with this. I'm hoping for either a trailer or something useful to us. Even a tractor, a small tractor or a medium tractor, half price, that'd be nice. There's nothing. So I'm going to go knock out this contract at field 55 and I'll see you all in a minute. everybody, welcome back. So we have finished that contract and we've made it all the way back home. So we'll just collect that contract now. $2,779 from Noah. Thank you, Noah. Just double check. Fertilizing, I don't really want to do. Mowing, we can't do. Plowing, we can't do. Can't do pretty much everything. So we'll have a quick little look here, because I think on the way in I seen, yes I did, we've got one pallet out of mushrooms plus 3, so that's 4 pallets of mushrooms. I reckon by after winter we're going to be rich. Well, not rich, but we're going to have enough to expand. So what I'm actually thinking about doing, and I don't know whether everyone will agree or not, but is getting through winter, packing up the contracting business for the winter and getting through winter. That's what I'm thinking might be the best option for us, because I don't think winter is going to have many contracts going on. But as I'm fast forwarding through winter, through what is it? So as I'm fast forwarding through December, January, and then when we hit February, we'll actually slow back down. We'll sell our mushrooms that were built up. I'll look after the mushrooms. I'll make sure they got water over this period. And make sure there's no decent contracts that come up. And I'll also check the used vehicle sales, just to make sure we're not missing out on anything that's absolutely amazing. But I think our best option now is to fast forward through winter, because there isn't much going on that we can actually do. So the mushrooms have heaps of water, so we don't really need to worry about them at the moment. So yeah, but looking around, the last day of before winter hits, everything's beautiful, red, orange, warm toned colors. All the leaves are falling off the trees. This one's starting to look pretty dead. Oh, zoom out. I can't get a good view of him, but they're definitely starting to look like they're ready for winter. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to fast forward, and if anything exciting happens through the fast forward, I'll definitely slow back down and bring us all back in and we'll discuss it. So here we go, shutting down for the winter. Actually, what I might do is pick up some of our equipment and bring it all back home. That might be an idea. Or we could just leave it there. That's absolutely beautiful. We're actually going to leave it at the shop. We'll leave the equipment at the shop. I know, I can't make up my mind, but that's what happens. That's the worst part about me sometimes. I actually fight with myself. So let's fast forward through winter, and if anything exciting happens, I'll bring us all back in. See you all soon. Good morning. So we've just seen something exciting pop up in the contracts. I'll slow time back down here. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. Look at this. Cultivating. There is so much money here cultivating. $11,000 there. $5,500 there and $2,000 there. Field 91. That's massive. That is definitely massive. That's going to take so long to do, but $11,000? We are definitely not passing that up. I honestly thought winter would be a slow time for us, but looks like our cultivating, contracting business is just getting busier by the day. So I was absolutely wrong. So it looks like we won't be fast forwarding through winter. We'll be working through winter so far. But that's a good thing. It equals more money. So I'm going to go knock out... Let's have a quick look here for a second. I'm going to go do 91, the massive one. 23. And 10. And also we're going to have to repair the tractor too. So we're definitely going to have to repair the tractor. That's something that we're just going to have to bite the bullet with. So yeah, we're going to see what contract we're closest to. 23. Are we? Yeah, we're closest to 23. So if we do 23, 10, then down to 91. So I'm going to go knock these out and I'll see you all on the other side. Okay, welcome back everyone. So what we've done is 2 contracts so far. I'm going to race to the shop here and repair because it's actually taking a really long time to get through these fields. So I don't know whether it's because our tractor is like halfway damaged or something and that's what's really slowing it down on the cultivating, or whether it's winter and the ground is getting frozen. So this next field is definitely going to be a grind because how long them 2 fields took, it's definitely scary. I'm actually going to refuel while I'm here because we don't want to run out of fuel. That'd be a bad idea. We've already done it once this series. I feel it's going to be one of our things that we do on an occasion, but we'll try and avoid running out of fuel where we can. Okay, let's have a little look here. Is this where we... Oh, okay. I haven't used this for a long time, so I'm just trying to remember. Okay, go to the spanner. Okay, condition. Let's start with the tractor, the expensive one. Ooh. Oh, that's not too bad. $1,389. I thought it was $7,800, but that's to repaint. We're not going to repaint. We're just going to repair. Yes. And we're going to repair the... Oh, wrong button. We're going to repair the cultivator. We'll repair the weight. I don't know why we'd have to repair that, but we'll just do everything while we're here. And there's no excuse why nothing can't work properly. The paint condition is definitely horrible on all these things, but As long as they work. They don't need to look pretty, they just need to be functional. So I'm going up to this next contract, biggest contract, which is 91 here for $11,681. So I have a feeling this is going to take a good hour, hour and a half to complete. So thankfully for you, everything will be fast forwarded. See you on the other side of this contract. See you in a minute. Alrighty, welcome back everyone. That was absolutely crazy. So it's probably taken an hour and 45 minutes to do this block, this one block. So crazy amount of time. So the struggle is real. So I think we've actually hit the John Deere's limits, to be honest. Like most of the time it's just sitting there changing gears and everything like that. So we may have to go back to our original plan of skipping through winter and getting to February as fast as possible so we can sell our mushrooms, because as we checked earlier on, the mushrooms are at their highest in February. So that's going to be a good chunk of change for us to be able to expand our endeavors a little bit more. But let's collect these contracts and see how much money we're up to. And Noah, the big one, 11,681. We deserve every dollar. We should even get a bonus for that. Okay, let's see where we're at. $44,286. That's nice. You know, that actually puts a smile on my face after that very long, difficult contract. I'm going to drive home now. And we're going to fast forward through winter until I see something interesting happening or we hit February. So see you all when we stop the fast forward. was a very long fast forward, but I think it's well worth it because it's now mushroom time. It's time to sell what we have waited for. We've waited so long to sell our mushrooms. It's been a few months now. We haven't sold anything since we've built them. So I don't know how much we're going to get paid, but we definitely need a trailer. What can we afford here? I did see a cheap one. Where was it? Miscellaneous, was it? I think it was at the start of the episode we went there. Yes, here. $9,500. We'll definitely take that, won't we? Standard, extension. Oh, cover. I don't think we need a cover. I think we'll just keep it all simple. Well, that's too pink. It's way too pink. That's not pig pink. Yeah, about there. That's definitely perfectly imperfect gamer PIG pink. What should this color be? That looks alright. $1,000? Oh, we're not doing that. $0. It's good enough. Definitely good enough. We'll buy that. Hopefully our tractor can pull it. Should be able to. Hopefully. Not, we're in trouble. Oh, I'm not straight. Wasn't anywhere near straight. But yeah, I'm actually really excited about selling these mushrooms, and yes, we can connect. Like, I'm actually hoping for a good payday. I'll cut across here. Okay, I'm definitely lost again. Nothing unusual. It's the other way. What am I doing? Anyway, I'm going to drive over to the farm and I'll see you all over at the mushroom farm. Alrighty, perfectly loaded. As you can see, it's like an expert loaded it. Let's see where the highest prices are for our mushrooms. The farmer's market. That's where we're going. Yep, farmer's market is the highest. And good, because I don't actually want to travel far. Because this looks like it was loaded by a 2-year-old. How much do you think's here? It'd have to be at least 20,000, right? Have to be 20,000. I hope it's 20,000. We can only have our fingers crossed and see what we end up with. Anything over 20,000, I'm happy. Because that will bring us up to 50,000. Yeah. Definitely didn't do a good job at loading. Need to invest in like a skid steer or something at some stage. And definitely level the ground. That was the hardest part, I think, is just the uneven ground. But we'll get there. One step at a time. Farmers market, here we are. Driving right up. Ready to make some money. I'm actually excited and scared at the same time. Here we go. Okay. We're at 33,732. Okay. Okay, it wasn't exactly 20,000, but it will do. I'm a little bit sad, but I'm happy at the same time. So, mixed emotions. But it's only 2 greenhouses, but we have waited 3 months as well, so I don't know. Happy and sad at the same time. So what we'll do is we'll go home here and we'll assess what we're going to do next. Because I don't think building another greenhouse is in the options at the moment. I actually would like to get this piece of land beside the greenhouses so we can actually build a lot easier. We can level out the ground and make a nice driveway. Make it level so we can load and unload, but these things take time, especially with our challenge. We started with a real challenge. So we're getting there. One step at a time. Alrighty. I actually like our pink trailer. Now, let's have a quick look at the... Nope. Over here. Let's see what's on special. This cuts grass. Okay, 6.3 meters. So at least we could do grass contracts. And it's 40% off. So it's definitely a good saving. That's an option. What I would like to look at is getting a second tractor, but a medium tractor. We don't have enough money at the moment for it. One of these, either the MT600 or the 8010 series. They're both the same price. They're pretty much the same tractor, aren't they? Yeah, identical. Okay. Wheel setup, front weight. Yeah, well, definitely need front weight, don't we? So how much are we up for? Basically 60,000. Alright, so we need to make another 10,000 before we do any of that. But I don't think in this episode we're going to get there. Because while this mower is on special, we're definitely going to buy it. Are we? I don't know. Now I'm scared because that's $30,000. Oh, I'm scared. Let's have a look at the contracts. Sowing, ploughing, deadwood. I don't know, I'm so scared. But we could also... We have options. No, we can't buy that either. What about 44? We can't buy that. Okay, so we can't buy anything really at the moment. Except for that mower. I don't know what to do. I just run backwards and forwards in like anticipation or anxiety. I don't know what it is. I wish the mushrooms just made a little bit more. I honestly do. Do they have water still? Yeah, of course they got water still. Okay. Well, we've nearly got another pallet out here. So, I don't know. What do we do? What do we do? We need to buy something, don't we? We need to buy something. This is so tempting. So tempting. But we need another tractor too. I don't know. How about this? I'll leave this video here. Everybody can jump in the comment section and let us know our next move. We've got $52,710 in our bank account. So I'd really love to know what we should do. If you have any ideas or suggestions, whack it in the comment section below. Thank you so much for joining me with this huge episode. I much appreciate it. Perfectly Imperfect Gamer. I'll see you next episode. The pig is out.